Hello, welcome to the program Geek Code, put together to bring you up to speed on the latest science, technology, health-related issues and trends. And this helps you make informed decisions while seeking out new perspectives and untold angles. I'm your host, Precious David Ogaga, and this week we have exciting packages for you.
Facebook partner admits smartphone microphones listen to people talk to serve better ads. A recent admission from a Facebook partner has revealed that smartphone microphones are used to listen to conversations to deliver more targeted advertisements. According to the partner, the microphones capture audio to analyze user preferences and behaviors, allowing for more accurate ad targeting based on the content of conversations. This practice aims to enhance the effectiveness of advertising by ensuring that the ads served are more relevant to users' interests. The disclosure has sparked discussions about privacy concerns and the ethical implications of such data collection method. Apple discontinues iPhone 15 Pro, Pro Max, and iPhone 13 after launch of iPhone 16 series. Apple has officially launched the iPhone 16 featuring a groundbreaking design with double the durability, thanks to its new aerospace-grade aluminum body. This enhanced material not only improves the phone's strength, but also gives it a sleek, lightweight feel. The durable build ensures greater resistance to drops and scratches, making it more reliable for everyday use. Along with the durability boost, the iPhone 16 retains a stunning OLED display, A18 Bionic chip, and advanced camera system. Apple continues to push the boundaries of design and functionality. Elon Musk's xAI unveils Colossus, the most powerful AI cluster with 100,000 NVIDIA GPUs. In groundbreaking announcement, Elon Musk's AI company xAI has introduced Colossus, the most powerful AI cluster ever built. Boasting an impressive 100,000 NVIDIA GPUs, the Colossus infrastructure is set to revolutionize artificial intelligence capabilities. The launch of Colossus is expected to push the boundaries of machine learning, accelerate AI research, and strengthen the most ambitious vision of AI technology shaping the future. Experts believe that Colossus will significantly boost advancements in fields such as autonomous systems, natural language processing, and advanced simulations. China sets new world record with 8,100 drones lighting up the Shenzhen's night sky. In a spectacular display, China has broken the world record for the largest drone show with 8,100 drones lighting up the night sky in Shenzhen. The mesmerizing event featured drones forming intricate patterns, symbols, and animations, creating a dazzling spectacle of synchronized light and motion. This record-breaking show highlights China's technological prowess and sets a new benchmark for drone entertainment. And finally, BMW is set to revolutionize the automotive industry with its upcoming hydrogen-powered vehicles, slated for release in 2028, partnering with Toyota, known for its pioneering work in hydrogen technology. BMW aims to advance sustainable transportation and reduce emissions. This collaboration represents a significant step towards a greener future, combining BMW's innovation with Toyota's expertise in hydrogen fuel cell technology.
Hello, thank you for staying with us. And we have Lemuel Yole-Odior, is the CEO of Nebiant Analytics, here with us on the program today. She's a business analyst and a personal development coach, and interestingly, she's a tech enthusiast and also in the tech field. And today we're looking at women in ICT. What are the merits, the demerits, and what have you? So thank you, Lemuel Yole-Odior, for joining us on the program today.
All right, thank you very much.
I want to ask you a simple question. What is the current state of women's participation in ICT, looking at Nigeria and the global stage in general?
So when we talk about women's participation in ICT, basically, according to the ITU, which is the International Telecommunications Union, right, the current state is more like 28% of the global tech force. And that's pretty low when you consider the quality of people, basically, when it has to do with tech. The disparity is very evident across various ICT fields when you talk about software development, engineering, leadership positions and whatnot. And I think that there is a lot that we can do when it has to do with closing that gap and ensuring that more women get into the tech space.
Okay, that's interesting. What do you think are the factors that contribute to this low participation of women in ICT?
So there are a lot. I would say there are a whole lot, but I'm just going to mention a few. I think the first of it is exposure and awareness. A lot of women are not really exposed to the ICT fields at a young age, and this limits a lot of career opportunities. This was also mentioned by UNESCO in 2019. And when we talk about other limiting factors, we're also looking at stereotypes and biases. Women are discouraged from pursuing ICT roles. Some might be told, okay, focus on getting married, focus on, roles that are not going to really put you in leadership position. And then sometimes when you look at the urban and the rural areas, the gap is also there when it has to do with the access to education and training. A lot of women in developing countries, they face the barriers of quality education. So you just see them settling for less. And sometimes when I would like to also speak to awareness. A lot of people don't know that you can literally get into tech without necessarily having to code 100% of the time. And a lot of people also think that you need to be a mathematician, you have to have very, very high IQ to get into tech. It's an advantage, but there are easier ways to also get into tech, leveraging some opportunities like data science, data analytics, and that's what Nebiant is actually focused on. This helps to get more people into the ICT world and literally creates a very supportive environment. Women necessarily do not have, very, very supportive work environments when it has to do with ICT.
So from what you're saying, are cultural and societal pressures and issues are part of the issues?
Yes, awareness, not being exposed and aware of the, opportunities in tech, and the entry to tech is not so high. But a lot of people think that the barrier is high, So more awareness on easy access to the tech space would go a long way to getting more women in the tech.
What initiative do you think has been successful in increasing this access for women into this tech field and digital literacy in general?
Yes, so I think I have a couple of them. We have the Digital Literacy Alliance, and it's an organization that is partnered with the World Bank's Digital Skills for Girls, a program that is focused on training and resourcing women to develop their digital skills. We also have Digital Skill Institute, that's also in Nigeria. We have the women-focused tech organizations like Women Who Tech. We have Women in Tech. We have Heels in Tech, something like that. I'm trying to get the right name. And we have some mentorship programs like NCWIT that helps women to get into computer programming, pairing women with mentors in ICT. And at Nebiant, we're actually working on getting started a women initiative to get more women into tech. So it's going to be a flagship program that allows women to grow their tech careers and also transition easily to tech. So I think if we have more of these initiatives spring up, it's going to actually help to close the gap a lot more.
So this brings me to the place where I need to ask, how important is it to have a mentor, maybe a female role model in this field? What's the importance of a mentor in this field?
I think it's really, really important. If I look at my career, I didn't really have a female mentor in tech. And I think it affected me a bit because sometimes you don't know exactly if you are getting, like, how do I put it? You're working with a man and you're not so sure if they're opening, up totally as to what you should learn, because sometimes you might feel, oh, it's too hard for her. And they're not telling you that it's too hard for you, right? They're just giving you the easy ones. But I think if we have, there's a lady that I like, Confidence Stavely. She's one of the top cybersecurity specialists in Africa. And if we have more women like that who are able to mentor females, ladies, girls into the tech industry, it's actually going to help a lot more, because there of visibility and representation, right? Female role models to demonstrate that women can succeed, to challenge the stereotypes and biases. And when you talk about guidance and support, having a female mentor helps to provide valuable guidance, advice, support, and helping women navigate the tech industry a lot more. Because of the similarities in the gender gender role, it helps to just get things done smoothly and, more easily.
And then on a global scale, you made mention of some programs and organizations that are already doing stuff to encourage women in ICT. We will have to come down to maybe our government in Nigeria. What do you think are the local initiatives that have been applied in our region?
The one that comes to mind is Digital Marketing Institute, and they help. It's a woman-focused initiative that helps women to become digital marketers and social media managers, and I think that's a very, very, very good one. And we also have Hills Tech. That it's also a women-focused initiative to bring women up to speed. And then we have the one by Confidence Stavely. I can't really pick the name, but it's focused on getting girls to become cybersecurity specialists. So I think more of those initiatives really help, aside of the initiatives by the World Bank, UNESCO, and the likes.
Oh, so thank you so much. But are there any strategies you think can be implemented to encourage women to go into ICT, enroll in these programs?
One of the ways that I think this can be done is scholarship and financial aid. Sometimes when you look at getting these courses, in fact, the first thing is we should find a way to ensure that everybody, just like the way we have general courses in universities, some of these basic IT courses like Excel, Power BI, and the rest could be general. This gives people an easy access into the field. And then scholarship and financial aids for some of the certificate courses as well. This can also go a long way to helping and supporting women, in transitioning into the field. And then when we look at targeted recruitment and retention strategies, companies can also have like a plan to say, okay, if we hire 50% of the males, we need to get 50% of the females into the tech field. And this can drastically increase the number of the female gender in the tech space, basically.
How can this tech company and digital spaces create an environment that attract and retain female talent? Is there something they should do in specifics, or what's your thought on that?
So I think mostly for companies, it will be more from recruitment, which are already mentioned, like targeting and having like a plan from the organizational structure to say, okay, if we have 50% of this, then we have to ensure that our HR team makes the balance of bringing in 50% of females, top 1% females. And this also goes back to the educational sectors. It is okay to say that you want to get more women into the space, but you also want to get more quality, hands into your company. So it's not just about getting more females into the company. You also want to create a structure for continuous improvement, professional development, and trainings. So if you see that, okay, there is a gap as to the knowledge that the male gender has compared to the women and females in your company, you want to be able to create a very structured and systematic program that can greatly and drastically improve, their knowledge in the tech space. And I think that's going to, if we have a lot more companies buying into this initiative, it's really, really going to close the gap, because we're not just getting more women into the organizational space, we're actually helping them grow, and career growth and progression, increases as well.
Thank you so much for your thought on that. And then we come to the place, some of these startups and digital companies and tech companies are being started up and led by female. So we're talking about female-led startups. So on this part, what do you think, what contributions do you think they bring to the table? Do they have a unique selling point?
So I think most of them are focused on closing this gender bias gap. And I also think that there are things that we could add beyond the gender bias, because at the end of the day, it's not just about equality or equity or whatever it's called. It's more of, okay, yes, you're finally at the table. What are you bringing? So I think if we introduce a lot more than just, okay, we're trying to help women in the rural areas, how well are you trying to help them, aside from, getting them into tech? I think having more USPs, like, okay, the economy of the SDGs, economy of the country also gets to increase, because women are naturally multipliers, right? You get to see that when women handle stuff, it increases. So having to raise.
I hope you're not biased with that statement.
It's a general knowledge. So when you look at that, we can actually go beyond, raising startups that are just focused on it's female only, but then saying, okay, we want to raise more women that can help, because at the end of the day, women are also, when the life of a woman is impacted, it falls back to the house. And when you have a great home, you have a great society, and then you have a great nation. So if we go beyond just, okay, we just want to bring women into the tech space, and then it's more of impact on them as individuals, it will go a long way, because it comes back to the home and then, translates into the society in the long run.
Oh, that's great. When you were talking and you made mention of women being multipliers, just trying to imagine. Maybe you may need to give me some statistics and data to balance that, but it's fine. Thankfully, you're saying it that way.
Maybe the next one.
Has technology itself played a role in bridging the gap and making more women participate?
I think it has. Technology is wide, and one way that I would say it has is the information that we are getting right now is a whole lot more than we were getting, 10, 20 years ago. You have a lot more courses on the internet. While you're surfing the net, you see some courses pop up, and then you get attracted to it, and then you're checking, okay, is this something I can do? So I would say yes, to a large extent. If technology wasn't in play, I don't know how we would have, closed that gap. And it's the gender bias is not even just focused on technology, but technology has actually helped, on the long run, close the gap. And I think it can do a whole lot more if we were more intentional about it.
Looking into the future, what technological trend or innovation do you think will have the greatest or biggest impact on women's participation in ICT?
I think the most popular one that we're seeing right now is AI. And the second would be cybersecurity, which some of the women-led initiatives are doing a great one on that, right? Because the future of technology is basically poised to bringing significant opportunities. So when women get into AI and artificial intelligence and machine learning, it's literally going to transform the automating task, enhancing decision-making and all of that. Then women can literally lead developing and applying these technologies in various sectors. We're talking healthcare, education, for cosmetics, the beauty industry, finance industry, and the opportunities are quite endless. And this ensures that there is a diverse perspective when we do not just have men in the, AI and machine learning ecosystem. It helps for diverse perspectives. And then we're also looking at cybersecurity. And the one that I really like is the remote work and digital platforms opportunity. This helps, to create flexible balance for women who are also mothers and the rest. This helps to, help them work other responsibilities, which increases their involvement in ICT. I always speak to this because to a large extent, when you look at stay-at-home moms, remote work and digital platforms is kind of like one of the best decisions that happens to a stay-at-home mom. And this is one way to get more women into the digital space. And then we can start to talk about things like EdTech, the Internet of Things, blockchain, and the rest of them.
Thank you for your thoughts and time. We're almost running out of our time. With all these advancements you've talked about, how can we make them more accessible to women and girls in our local space? And of course,
I think the major one would be funding, right? Funding, scholarships, more companies that have the bandwidth coming up to create initiatives and opportunities that helps women to be able to access this effortlessly. And then also having organizations probably create an arm like what we're trying to do, create a special sector just to speak to this particular area. It will greatly increase the number of women that, get into tech, and this closes that gap significantly.
Thank you, Lemuel Yole-Odior, for your time on this. Lemuel Odior is the CEO of Nebiant Analytics. And then before I let you go, what's going to be your final word?
So the final word, getting into tech is not as difficult as a lot of people think. It's not really like you're an art student and then you're trying to learn chemistry. It's not that deep, right? It's easy. So allow yourself explore, and then don't make a decision of transitioning to tech based on another person's history or another person's story. You want to transition in a way that resonates with you, that you want to transition to a space that you can actually enjoy and you're not feeling overwhelmed. At the end of the day, what's the point, right? So it's not that deep, and allow yourself transition easily to a space that you can enjoy. And at the end of the day, your career development and growth is smooth and it's an enjoyable journey.
Thank you so much for sharing your time and thought with us, Lemuel Yole-Odior, and I hope this can help bring more women into the field of ICT, and we'll see the result and effect. Thank you.
So there's the video of a Nissan commercial that's shared as a visual of a truck driver rescuing an airliner from crashing. How true is this?
Our top story tonight, a plane with malfunctioning landing gear was saved from disaster by a pickup truck.
I mean, I was right out here. I was afraid for the people on the plane.
Like the front wheels weren't coming down, and so it needed help landing.
Inside the terminal, passengers awaiting their flights watched it all unfold.
We heard this huge commotion, and everyone rushed toward the window.
Yeah.
We see an airplane coming in, and it's gonna crash or so, I think.
This truck just comes out of nowhere, and it just came right under it, and the plane just landed right on top of the truck.
Meanwhile, inside the aircraft, passengers had been expecting the worst.
The captain did explain we were going to be just circling. We could hear the grinding. That was really frightening.
The truck, a Nissan Frontier, was driven by an airport mechanic. He says he doesn't consider himself a hero.
I heard it coming over the radio. The plane was coming in, so I just had to gas it, get it up to full speed. Got the Pro 4X off-roading package, so this thing can handle some pretty rugged stuff.
More, including reaction from pilots and air traffic control. That's coming up tonight at 11.
So a video has been shared on social media claiming it as the visuals of a brave truck driver rescuing an airliner that had a problem with its front wheel. This post describes the truck driver as a real hero for saving the plane from crashing. So let's verify the claim made in the post. The claim is the driver uses his truck to safely land an airplane with the failed landing gear. So on reverse image search, videos with similar visuals found published on YouTube at least since 2011. So they can be seen here. This one, this another, and there's a third. So the description of the videos mentioned it as the 2011 commercial advertisement of Nissan Frontier. A user shared the better version of this video on which a watermark, fictionalization, do not attempt, can be seen on it. So when we searched for further details using the keywords, we found a commercial showing similar visuals on the Nissan UK YouTube channel. This advertisement was presented like a breaking news story that included witness reports and an interview with the driver. This commercial was created by Zoic Studios, a visual effects company in the United States. Zoic Studios created this commercial using VFX technology. Zoic Studios published the making of this commercial on their YouTube channel. News articles published about the 2011 Nissan Frontier commercial can be seen here and also here. So from all these pieces of evidence, it can be concluded that the video shared in the post is a commercial of Nissan Frontier. So to sum it up, an old commercial of Nissan Frontier is shared as a visual of a brave truck driver rescuing an airliner from crashing. So what's the verdict? The verdict is simple. The fact remains the video shared in the post is not a real one. The video shows the Nissan Frontier commercial created by Zoic Studio Visual Effects Company in 2011. The video was created using VFX technology, hence, the claim made in the post is false. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Thank you for sticking with us through today. I know you've learned a lot today, so let's hit the like button Place a comment down below or pass some feedback or something you want us to discuss in the program. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay creative. See you next time.
Hi guys, this robot can clean the toilet for you. Gittle scrubs the toilet at the touch of a button. By brushing in 3 different motions with appropriate pressure, it can systematically cover hard-to-reach areas of the toilet. According to its company, the robot's body is antimicrobial, which allows it to suspend over the toilet during and after use. Gittle's telescopic arm ensures it fits into any standard toilet bowl.